Oh my God, look at the size of him.
Don't go over there and frighten it.
What happens when the hunter becomes the hunted? You'd think a deadly snake has nothing to fear, but think again. In the savage corners of nature, a few bold creatures take snake hunting to a whole new level. Even the king cobra, feared far and wide, isn't safe. Meet the 18 animals that make fanged killers look like helpless noodles. Number 18, Mircat. Out in the blazing heat of Africa's deserts, there's a tiny creature that's not afraid to take on danger far bigger than itself. Meet the Mircat, a small mammal with a big attitude. These little warriors may look cute, but when it comes to dealing with venomous snakes like puff adders or cobras, they don't back down. Meerkats live in close-knit groups, and every group has a system. While some dig for food or care for the young, one always stands guard, eyes scanning the land. If a sentry spots a snake slithering too close, it lets out a sharp warning bark, and that's when things get interesting. The whole gang rushes in, barking, snapping, and darting around the snake, confusing it from all sides. Their quick movements help them dodge deadly strikes, and their numbers give them the upper hand.
Meerkats continually bob their heads and keep on the move to avoid the cobra's deadly strike.
Most snakes, even the dangerous ones, don't stand a chance. In one moment, a young meerkat may be face to face with a cobra, clearly outmatched. But once the family hears the alarm, everything changes. The group swarms in, teaching the youngster a key lesson. In the desert, survival isn't about strength, it's about sticking together. Number 17, snapping turtle. In the lakes, rivers, and swamps of North America, the snapping turtle rules the water with quiet strength. These tough reptiles, especially the common snapping turtle and the alligator snapping turtle, have been around for millions of years and they haven't changed much. That's because their design works. With strong jaws, sharp instincts, and a talent for ambush hunting, snapping turtles have earned their fierce reputation. There may be only 2 types of snapping turtles, but that doesn't stop them from holding their ground against all kinds of prey, including snakes. These turtles will eat both land and water snakes if the chance comes along. But they don't go chasing after them. Snapping turtles are patient hunters. They often hide under muddy water, staying completely still until a snake or fish swims close.
Put into the turtle's mouth. Just waiting for that. The turtle quickly uses his jaw to lock the snake's head.
Then in a flash, they strike with their powerful jaws. Most of these battles happen underwater, where the snapping turtle feels at home. Videos taken in the wild have shown turtles grabbing water snakes and swallowing them whole. With their hard shells, tough skin, and powerful bite, snapping turtles are not easy targets. In fact, many snakes will try to avoid them altogether. Number 16, Gariel. In the slow-moving rivers of India and Nepal, there's a reptile that looks like it came straight out of a prehistoric storybook, the Gariel. With its long, narrow snout filled with sharp teeth, the Gariel isn't just one of the strangest-looking crocodilians. It's also one of the most skilled when it comes to hunting slippery, fast-moving prey, like fish and sometimes even snakes. Unlike the bulky, muscle-packed crocodile, the Gariel relies less on brute strength and more on speed and precision. That long snout, which might seem unusual, is actually its secret weapon. It's built for slicing through water with almost no resistance, allowing the Gariel to snap its jaws shut with lightning speed. While Gariels aren't known for attacking large animals, they have been seen grabbing water snakes that come too close. Their thin jaws may not crush bones like a crocodile's, but they're perfect for catching long, wriggling creatures and holding them tight. With their sharp teeth and ambush tactics, Gariels are still dangerous predators in their own right. They lurk just beneath the surface, barely visible, and wait for the perfect moment to strike. And their riverbank world proves that being fast, smart, and well-equipped can be just as deadly as being strong. Number 15, Iguana. In the warm green forests of Central and South America, iguanas may look like lazy sun lovers perched on tree branches, but don't let their chill attitude fool you. These reptiles, especially green iguanas, are experts at avoiding danger, even from deadly snakes.
Snakes are on the alert. This is the best feeding opportunity they will get all year.
First off, their sharp eyesight gives them a major advantage. From high up in the trees, they can spot a sneaky snake moving on the ground or along branches. If trouble gets too close, the iguana doesn't panic. It fights smart. One of its best weapons? That long, muscular tail. It works like a whip, lashing out at full force to smack or scare off the snake. Those hits are no joke. They've been known to make even aggressive snakes back off. Plus, their thick, scaly skin isn't just for show. It helps protect them from bites, making it harder for snake fangs to do serious damage. And if things get really risky, iguanas don't wait around. They can launch themselves into a river or sprint away at surprising speeds, some reaching up to 22 miles per hour. Even though they're not venom-proof, their large size, quick thinking, and powerful tail strikes make them tough opponents. Snakes often skip the fight altogether, knowing an iguana isn't worth the risk. Number 14, Harrier Hawk. Flying high above the African savanna, the Harrier Hawk, also known as the gymnogene, is one bird snakes really don't want to see. With super sharp eyesight, it can spot a snake like a cobra or viper slithering far below. But this hawk isn't just a great flyer, it's also incredibly skilled on the ground and in trees. What makes it stand out? Its long, double-jointed legs. These special legs help it reach into tight spots, like holes in trees or cracks in rocks, to grab snakes that thought they were hiding safely. And when it does go in for the catch, it knows exactly what to do.
It's going around his legs.
Hey, he's still putting up a fight.
He's trying to wrap himself around the hawk's leg.
The Harrier Hawk grabs the snake right behind the head with its strong talons, smart, because that's where it can avoid a venomous bite. Its legs are also covered in tough, scaly skin, giving it some extra protection if the snake does strike. And even though the Harrier Hawk isn't immune to venom, its speed and surprise attacks usually mean the snake doesn't stand a chance. Sometimes this bird will even snatch a snake out of a tree and kill it mid-flight. No dramatic battle, just quick and deadly. And it doesn't stop at live prey. Harrier hawks will raid snake nests too, eating the eggs before they can hatch. Number 13, giant armadillo. The giant armadillo quietly roams the night, looking for food and sometimes bumping into snakes along the way.
Hello, armadillo.
This strange-looking creature may not move fast, but don't let that fool you. Weighing up to 130 pounds and armed with huge claws, the giant armadillo is built like a bulldozer and acts like one too. Those claws? They're not just for digging deep tunnels. They're also perfect for ripping into the ground and dragging out whatever's hiding, even venomous pit vipers. If a snake dares to strike, the armadillo's thick, bony armor protects it like a natural shield.
And how the rattler's infamous fangs glance off the armadillo's shell.
While it's not immune to venom, its strong shell gives it the time it needs to act. Sometimes it crushes the snake just by rolling over it. Other times it swipes with its claws and ends the fight fast. There's even a story of one flattening a boa and then eating it. Slow but effective. Snakes that feel the armadillo's heavy footsteps often slither away fast. They know they're no match for this slow-moving tank. But it doesn't stop there. When the giant armadillo digs, it often tears up snake hiding spots, making it easier for other predators to spot them. It's not trying to be a hero, but when it shows up, snakes usually lose. Number 12, Komodo Dragon. If you ever wondered what would happen if a Komodo dragon faced off against a snake, especially a dangerous one like the king cobra, the odds would usually favor the dragon. Why? Let's break it down. First off, size matters. The Komodo dragon is the biggest lizard on Earth, and with that massive body comes a lot of strength. This size gives it a clear advantage when fighting up close. It's not just big though, it's bold. Komodo dragons are known to be aggressive hunters. They don't sit back and wait to be attacked. They move in fast and fight hard. One of their biggest strengths is their skin. It's thick and tough, and while it's not completely immune to venom, it does help the dragon survive bites that would easily kill other animals. So if a snake strikes, the dragon might still be standing. And here's the real kicker. The Komodo dragon's bite isn't just strong, it's deadly. Their mouths are filled with venom and nasty bacteria. So even if the snake escapes the first bite, it could die later from infection or the effects of the venom. That said, not all snakes would lose. Smaller, faster ones could dodge and land a venomous bite before the dragon reacts. But most of the time, between the dragon's size, strength, and toxic bite, the Komodo dragon walks away the winner. Number 11, skunks. Skunks might be best known for their terrible smell, but out in the wild, that stink is more than just gross. It's powerful protection, even against snakes. These black and white animals found across North and Central America spend their nights exploring forests, fields, and backyards. Using their sharp noses, they can sniff out all kinds of food, including insects, fruits, small animals, and yes, even snakes. While skunks don't usually hunt snakes on purpose, they won't say no to an easy meal, especially if they come across a young or injured one. But when danger comes too close, that's when the real defense kicks in. A skunk will stomp its feet, hiss, and then turn around, tail up. If the warning is ignored, it unleashes its secret weapon, a powerful, smelly spray that can leave even venomous snakes like rattlesnakes dazed and fleeing. Their thick fur helps a bit against bites, though skunks aren't immune to venom. Still, most snakes don't want to stick around long enough to find out. In some cases, skunks have even been seen spraying snakes directly, sending them slithering away in confusion. Number 10, caracals. The caracal, with its sleek build and famous ear tufts, might look elegant, but to snakes, it's pure trouble. Found across Africa, the Middle East, and parts of Asia, this wild cat is built for speed, stealth, and deadly precision. Caracals can leap up to 10 feet into the air, and their sharp hearing helps them detect the slightest movement, even in tall grass or sandy deserts. When a snake shows up, be it a puff adder, a cobra, or another venomous type, the caracal doesn't panic. Instead, it moves in with quiet focus. It creeps close, watches the snake's every move, and when the moment is right, it strikes. One swift swipe of its claw pins the snake's head to the ground, keeping those dangerous fangs away. Then, with a powerful bite, the fight is over in seconds. Caracals aren't immune to venom, so they don't take chances. They rely on speed, smarts, and perfect timing to win. In some rare moments caught on camera, a caracal has even been seen flipping a snake into the air to throw it off before moving in for the kill. Number 9, Birdeater Tarantella. The Goliath Birdeater Tarantella is a huge spider found in the rainforests of South America.
And the words Goliath Birdeater as the biggest hairy spider of all the hairy spiders.
And it's surprisingly one of the predators snakes don't want to mess with. This spider can have a leg span up to 11 inches, about the size of a small dinner plate, and it can weigh as much as a small puppy. Despite its size, it moves quietly through thick plants, waiting to surprise its prey, including young snakes. When it attacks, the bird eater uses its strong fangs to deliver a venomous bite that quickly paralyzes the snake. Then it releases special enzymes that turn the snake's insides into liquid, making it easier to eat. Its tough shell helps protect it from small bites, while its bristly hairs serve as a defense, irritating any enemy that tries to get too close. In one amazing case, a Goliath bird eater was seen catching a young viper, proving just how fearless it is. Even venomous snakes like fer-de-lances stay away when they feel the spider's vibrations nearby. Though the spider isn't immune to venom, its large size and fast strikes keep it safe. Besides snakes, the Goliath bird eater also hunts lizards, frogs, and small birds, which is how it got its name. Number 8, servals. These long-legged wildcats from Africa are real experts at hunting snakes. Roaming the open savannas, this cat uses its amazing ears and sharp eyes to find snakes like puff adders and mambas hiding in the grass. Its big ears work like radar, picking up even the smallest sounds of a snake moving nearby. Meanwhile, its spotted fur helps it blend perfectly into the tall grasses, making it almost invisible to its prey. When a serval spots a snake, it doesn't waste time. It jumps incredibly high, sometimes up to 12 feet in the air, and lands right on target. With a quick paw, it pins the snake's head to the ground, staying clear of those dangerous fangs. Then, using sharp teeth and a strong bite, the serval finishes the fight fast. Servals aren't safe from venom, so they rely on their incredible speed, up to 50 miles per hour, and amazing jumping skills to stay out of danger. One time, a serval was seen playing with a snake, batting it around before finally biting it to end the battle. That shows just how confident and skilled these cats are. Number 7, Benturang. This cute animal, often called the bearcat, lives in the rainforests of Southeast Asia. But for snakes, it's bad news. This strange-looking animal, with a body like a bear and a face like a cat, can weigh up to 50 pounds. It moves slowly but confidently through trees and across the forest floor, leaving behind a strong, musky smell that warns others to stay away. Binturangs have a great sense of smell, which helps them track small snakes like kraits and tree vipers. When they find one, they don't hesitate. Using powerful jaws and sharp claws, they quickly pin the snake and crush its head before it can strike. Their thick fur and loose skin make it hard for fangs to sink in, but they aren't immune to venom, so speed and precision matter. In Borneo, one was seen shaking a snake from a tree branch, then eating it in just a few bites. While they also eat fruit, bugs, and small animals, their fearlessness around snakes makes them stand out. Whether high in the trees or walking on the ground, the binturang keeps snakes nervous. Number 6, hedgehog.
Hedgehogs are in very much a decline in this country. We've gone from around 30 million in the 1950s to estimated less than 1 million today.
Hedgehogs are small, spiky mammals found across Europe, Africa, and Asia, and they're a real headache for snakes. Covered in sharp quills, hedgehogs have a built-in shield that keeps dangerous snakes like adders at bay. When they sense danger, hedgehogs curl up into a tight ball, showing nothing but their sharp spines. This makes it almost impossible for a snake to bite without getting hurt, often forcing the snake to back off quickly. Although hedgehogs aren't immune to snake venom, some types produce special proteins that help fight off certain poisons. This gives them an extra edge when facing venomous snakes. Hedgehogs also have a great sense of smell, so they can sniff out snakes early and get ready before the threat gets too close. There was even a report in the UK where an adder tried to bite a curled-up hedgehog but had to run away because it couldn't get past the spikes. Besides defending themselves, hedgehogs sometimes bite and eat small snakes, especially when they are hunting for insects and tiny animals. Their digging through leaves and underbrush also disturbs snake hiding spots, making snakes uncomfortable. Even though hedgehogs are small, their sharp quills and fearless nature make them tough opponents. Number 5, genet. Genets are small, cat-like animals that move like shadows through the forests and grasslands of Africa and parts of Europe. These sleek, spotted mammals are night hunters, and snakes are definitely on their menu. With sharp claws, quick reflexes, and amazing balance, genets can dart through bushes or leap between tree branches like pros. Their large eyes help them see in the dark, while their strong noses sniff out snakes hiding under leaves or rocks. When a genet finds a snake, like a puff adder or a small viper, it doesn't waste time. It watches carefully, then moves in fast. Genets aim for the snake's head, using their sharp, needle-like teeth to deliver a killing bite. Since they aren't immune to venom, they don't take chances. They rely on speed, surprise, and smart moves, sometimes circling the snake until it's too tired to fight back. In one video, a genet was seen quickly pinning a small snake, finishing the job in seconds. They've also been known to eat already dead snakes, which helps control the number of snakes in an area. Snakes can sometimes feel the genet's footsteps through the ground and choose to slither away before the fight begins. But once the genet is close, escape gets harder. Number 4, hornbill. Hornbills, with their bold colors and big curved beaks, might look fancy, but make no mistake, these birds are serious snake hunters. Living high up in the trees of Africa and Asia, they keep a sharp eye on everything below. Thanks to their great eyesight, hornbills can spot snakes like tree vipers or green snakes slithering in the branches or even hiding in nests. Once they see a snake, they don't waste time. Hornbills dive from the trees or hop closer along the branches and strike with their strong beaks. Their goal is simple: crush the snake's head before it can fight back. Even though hornbills aren't immune to snake venom, they know exactly how to avoid a dangerous bite. Their secret weapons? Speed, surprise, and a strong beak that acts like a hammer. Hornbills also have something called a casque, a bony helmet-like bump on top of their beak that helps protect their heads during tough strikes. In one report from Malaysia, a rhinoceros hornbill was seen tossing a snake into the air before swallowing it whole. But they don't just go after grown snakes, they'll raid nests too, eating eggs and stopping future snakes from ever hatching. Male hornbills often do the hunting, while females stay back to guard the nest, making them a strong team. Number 3, bullfrog. Bullfrogs might look like lazy pond dwellers, but don't be fooled. They're fast, fierce, and always hungry. Found across North America in ponds, lakes, and swamps, these big amphibians can grow up to 8 inches long and weigh as much as a pound. With strong back legs and wide mouths, they're built for ambush. When a small snake, like a garter snake or a young water moccasin, gets too close, the bullfrog makes its move. With a quick lunge, it uses its sticky tongue and powerful jaws to grab and gulp the snake whole. One study in Florida even caught a bullfrog on camera, swallowing a young snake in one bite. No chewing needed.
Skin from bullfrogs is making the leap from labs to clinics. NTU scientists have developed a way.
Bullfrogs aren't immune to snake venom, so they rely on speed and surprise to win. They strike fast, hoping to grab the snake before it can bite. If things get risky, their slimy skin and strong legs help them leap away quickly. Their main goal? Don't give the snake a chance to fight back. While they also eat bugs, fish, birds, and even other frogs, bullfrogs are known for their boldness when it comes to snakes. Number 2, giant centipede. Giant venomous centipedes may not look like much at first glance, but don't underestimate these creepy crawlers. Found in places like Central and South America, especially deep in forests and dark caves, they can grow up to a foot long and come with a bad attitude and venom to match. These centipedes belong to the Scolopendra family, and they're anything but shy when it comes to hunting snakes. That's right, snakes. Even young vipers are on the menu. These centipedes have special front legs called forcipules that act like fangs. When they strike, they inject venom that paralyzes their prey almost instantly. Once the snake is still, the centipede wraps its many legs around it and starts to feed. In one sighting from the Amazon, a giant centipede took down a small snake, coiling around it like a twisted spaghetti fork. They're not immune to venom themselves, so they rely on speed and wild movements to avoid getting bitten. Their tough outer shell helps too. Snakes can sense vibrations in the ground and often slither away when a centipede is near, knowing a fight could end badly. Number 1, secretary bird. Out in the open grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa, there's a bird that doesn't run from danger. Instead, it walks straight toward it. Meet the secretary bird, a tall, elegant creature with long legs and a serious attitude. What makes this bird special?
Are certainly like those of a stork, but its head and hooked beak are more like an eagle's.
It's one of the few animals brave enough to fight and kill venomous snakes. Unlike most birds of prey that swoop down from the sky, the secretary bird hunts on the ground. It spots snakes while walking through the grass, and when it sees one, the fight begins. This bird doesn't hesitate. It strikes fast, using powerful legs to stomp on the snake again and again. Each kick hits hard, up to 5 times the bird's own weight. That kind of force can break a snake's back or kill it outright. But strength isn't the only thing going for the secretary bird. Its legs are protected with thick, scaly skin that helps stop snake fangs from sinking in. Even deadly snakes like cobras and puff adders are no match for this bird's speed and defense. We hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more amazing stories.